Good morning, lovely people. We start today's walk at Theale Station car park, and now I've got to find myself routing to the Kennet and Avon Canal. Good luck, because you're in the middle of an industrial estate at the moment. So, out of Theale Station, turn left at the roundabout, and just carry on down the road. Another lovely winter's day, walking into a low sun again. Yay! 10 minutes from the station and you're on the canal. It's a bit hairy, it's a busy old road, but look, first swing bridge of the day. This is the content you've come for. And some evocative reflective shots down the canal, and it's misty. So now we're away from most of the traffic noise from the M4 and the A4 and Theale and the edges of Reading that we're on, really. I should probably tell you where I'm going. So today we're doing Theale back to the inappropriately named Midgham station, which, as I've said before, is in Woolhampton. It's a nice sunny day, and despite the roar of the traffic in the background and this very please stay out of here fence, it's a beautiful misty winter's day, and I'm really looking forward to this. This will probably be my penultimate westward one, but the other one is a 9.5 miler, and it means A, getting up a bit earlier, and B, walking in proper cold, which means carrying loads of stuff. So we shall see how the world pans out with that one. But this will be the last westward one at this end, because finding where the Kennet path is in Reading looks just a bit hairy, so I'll probably just do Theale into Reading and get the train back. But anyway, here we are today, heading west from Theale to Midgham. A mile in, and first lock of the day. Bearing in mind it's the first week in December, last vestiges of autumn still hanging on to some of the trees. I suppose that keeps the press happy to keep calling December autumn, even though it's winter. Oh, look what's in the distance. There we go, folks. Second swing bridge of the day. So there we are. How's that for a shot, eh? So if the army can keep quiet for a bit, because obviously somebody's on the range at the moment to my left, that's just glorious. First major weir of the day. What's that lovely looking bridge? The temptation to walk back a couple of 100 yards, go over the swing bridge and go and see this one. It is amazing, but I won't bother because I've still got a way to go. Look at that. Splendid old stuff. Okay, we've just passed the Woolhampton Road and we're now back onto sort of navigable river. So the towpath's sort of gone, you've just got a public footpath that you're on now. And of course, as is quite right, mountain bikers use it. But this time of the year, it all becomes a bit of a mud fest, which I know is fun. You like to think you're a gnarly single track, but you're not. You're on a public footpath by a river. There we have it all in one photo, the three great Victorian westward bound modes of transport. The canal in the foreground, a little bit further on the railway, and in the background there by the red roof barn you can just see the tops of the cars scooting along the A4. Ah well. So, Often swing bridge. A bit worried there, I thought they'd sealed it up, but the bridge over the river isn't the swing bridge. Come across and rejoin the canal again. Here she is, look, another swing bridge. There's just not enough of these, is there? And ubiquitous reflective shot of the canal. It is rather a beautiful day. Anyway, back to the north side. Remembering not to go fishing because our DAA will get you, they'll come and get you. God, they're like medieval landowners. You can't come on here, you peasants. We own all the fish in here. So, first habitation of the day, Aldermaston Wharf. I'd imagine since the canal was built, there was a whole lot more stuff there now. What with Aldermaston doing what Aldermaston does, although this is quite away from the government facility. There's a couple of barns there. house in my four that looks like it was once the railway hotel, converted into a massive great house now. Still, onwards and upwards. Now this one's a modern posh one, all hydraulics and electrics and things. I got this. But more swing brig action from the Kennet and Avon. Onwards and upwards. So, Aldermaston. Another swingy bridge. Breaks Brothers Rubbish Food. And you need to cross to the south side right here. So onward out of Aldermaston, which as you can see has become part of Betterman's Metroland. Back onto the Mirror Still Canal and the last vestiges of autumn. Last couple of miles now going on towards Midgham. Bridge 79. Some heretics built it out of bricks. But anyway, this is where you cross back onto the north side of the river stroke canal again. And it all gets a bit windy for the last sort of mile and a half, 2 miles into Midgham. Well, to Woolhampton actually. So now as we get out of town, we're properly out of canal country. You know, you're on a navigation. Wetlands both sides of you, so you could never get anything down to build your nice straight canal. So for the last little bit, you wander around through these glorious wetlands, which I imagine are just alive in the spring and summer. So here we are, sunny Woolhampton. There's my bridge. Guess what? It's a swing bridge. That'll be right over there and down to the station. I've got very little battery left, so I'm going to check my train times and see if I've got time to pop in to the row barge for a pint before I walk down to the station. So there we go. Up onto the bridge, turn right and head on down towards the traffic light control things. I've only got 30 minutes, so there's no point rushing a pint in that time because I've still got to buy a railway ticket. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. See you again soon. So, here we are, back at the incongruously named Midgham station, which is in Woolhampton, 3 miles away from Midgham, waiting for the train to take me back to Theale and the car to take me home. Thanks again for watching. Till a bit.